time to give the Premier League teams a little American makeover. So what that means is everything's going to be announced as if it's a trailer or an advertisement. And the teams themselves, this was actually a clip we teased a few clips back where we were going to give their names a little American makeover and start to really figure out if the Premier League could do with a little Americanisms. And maybe those names could add a little bit more oomph to the game. So Jason has been given this a hell of a lot of thought. Around 5 days worth of thoughts.
For about 2 days I've been thinking about this. I didn't get to all the team names.
No.
There's some untouchables, right? I'll throw those out first. And I probably even missed one of the untouchables, which I think is Leicester City, but because of the Foxes, right?
Yeah.
You can't really touch that. All right, so the first graphic we have is the names that I won't obviously ruin for the world. And this is my career suicide ever working at Sky Sports or BBC. So my application was never going in anyway. Element number 6, and we can go to those team names. The Hot Spurs or is it Spur?
It's the Spur, Tottenham Hotspur.
Spurs, okay. Crystal Palace Eagles, that works, that's fine. I get the Arsenal Gunners. Cavalry would still be better.
Arsenal Cavalry.
It just would be better.
The Chelsea Blues.
And the Chelsea Blues. And that's fine. Like everybody else, though, completely up for grabs. I think I have 6, including a new logo for West Ham, which I will only refer to as their new name, which is the Sharks. Jesus Christ. Premier League, graphic number 7 is the names. We have the West Ham Sharks. We have the Burnley Firefighters. The Southampton Rangers is smart, and I'll tell you why. Their logo has a tree on it. Right, so they're like the
Park Rangers.
Park Rangers.
All right, so they're preserving the trees.
Everton Knights, too easy. They have a castle. They have to protect that castle. The Hull City Tigers could have been Panthers, Leopards, Cheetahs. Tigers seems the most badass, and Middlesbrough Red Dragons. Now tell me, just for a second, when you see on the schedule, oh man, it's Middlesbrough versus Burnley this weekend. I don't really know if I'm into that, but just for a second, if you can hear this advertisement in the American voice, the Red Dragons come in to play the Firefighters. Last time the Dragons extinguished the fire for the Firefighters in a 2-2 draw.
I don't know whether it's today, I'm just going.
But just wait. Wait for the West Ham logo.
All right, hit me with it.
I might not be allowed in West Ham. Where's West Ham? London?
That's London, yeah.
Oh, man. I kind of want to go there.
This has been just a great clip.
Number 8. Because they're the hammerhead sharks. So you get rid of the hammer and you put shark heads on a stick. It's terrifying. Could you imagine for a second people walking around London just with the fucking shark on a stick? And then if that's too much and people are too defensive, you can just put a badass shark right over the top of it. Francis, thoughts, 5 words or less?
I think this is the first time you've absolutely stumped me, man. Like, I'm stumped. I'm both so impressed, right? That's easily the first thing. And then I'm both utterly in disarray because I can play it in my head. I just play America that way, like the Man in the High Castle, as if the Nazis won the war and America had to turn into another
Nazi
country
Germany.
ran by the Nazi Germany. I'm just envisioning in my head if America took over the world and we had to literally just encompass their ridiculous nicknames that they give to every single team, and I can just picture myself going up to watch the Chelsea Blues versus the Arsenal Gunners with that voiceover. The Gunners coming off the back of an 0-11 record,
or what
upper 90.
The Cavalry coming
Oh, the
off
Cavalry.
Worse.
But your reference was great. The Red Dragons traveling to play the Firefighters.
So, by Burnley, because burn like fire.
That's what you got.
Very smart, very, very deep thought there. So, in addition to all of this, because I'm going to stick with West Ham here, I thought at first that Henry, the hammerhead shark, would be like this good fan. And then I realized that, but we're in London, we got to make it a little more Londonish.
Okay, here we go.
Henrik, the hammerhead shark.
Henry is the most... Henry's a very monarchy-based name in England. Yeah, King Henry.
I didn't realize that. Henry here in America seems like safe. It's like
Henrik.
It's like Carl.
Is he Swedish?
It's like Carl.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Oh, Swedish would be Henry. I don't know. It just seems way more classy.
I mean, you could have Harry. Harry the Hammerhead Shark.
You could have Harry the Hammerhead Shark.
The Hammerhead Shark.
Harry, like apostrophe A-R-Y and then
the
apostrophe.
Hammerheads.
Oh my God, even better would be
We are literally rebranding the Hammers.
Lastly, I had the name for William would be the name of the Everton Knight.
I could see it. William's a pretty British name.
William.
Yeah, and did we miss out anybody?
Everyone get a picture with William, and they just get like the mountain to come over and be like a 7-foot like monstrous guy, and then you take your family down, and it's very exciting because Everton's not winning the Premier League, but they're like, we did get a picture. It was that great game against the Red Dragons that no one forgot. Knights Dragons.
And there's certain teams out there that already kind of stand on their own. You just need to add a little word here and there. Like Rangers, you could just call them the Rangers, and you're pretty American right there. Celtic, I was thinking maybe Celtic Rovers.
It's not bad.
But there's also Blackburn Rovers, who are a team who they actually have that name.
Champions League, like the European Cup, like 30 years
they
ago.
They won. That was Nottingham Forest. The Nottingham Forests.
Oh,
See, you can actually change names.
They should be the Rangers, the Nottingham Forest Rangers.
There you go. See, even some names just need to be added a little Americanism, and as much as I would like to think, there's only one person that sits on this panel that thinks in the Americanisms. Now, there was a logo that I couldn't find, because I remember exactly where it is. It was on Lozcast's Twitter.
Oh, that's right.
What it was. Write it down.
Shout out to the Lozcast.
Shout out to the Lozcast. The true Geordies.
He makes baseball references sometimes.
Yes, so he does. So what they did is they gave a lot of the teams the basketball makeover of their badges. So basically they took it a step further. So if we combine that image with what Jason just did, because I'm not even going to give myself credit for that. That is ingenious from Jason Rubin. We've got to clip it essentially.
Photoshop.
This has got to go viral. You got to make it go viral. The Hammerhead Sharks. The Hammerheads. The West Ham Hammerheads. I wouldn't even call them the West Ham Hammerheads. I would just call them either the West Ham Sharks or the West Hammerheads.
Ari the Hammerhead shark is just unbelievable. It really is.
I'll take credit for Ari.
Besides, it'll be really difficult for the mascot because like his eyes would have to be like over.
Have you seen what some of these mascots have to dress up as? Those Gunnosaurus Rex.
I
The
know,
Arsenal
just imagine
mascot.
him on a horse, though. It'd be the Cavosaurus Rex. It's
Oh,
unbelievable.
man. All right, well, we hope you've
Gooners.
enjoyed this. I'm sure there's plenty that you have already began to make over in the comments. There's a million
I'm gonna
teams.
get death threats.
Yes, no doubt.
Twitter, they're gonna be like, "Are you kidding? The Burnley firefighters."
Someone's going to reference some fire that happened in Burnley that we're being insensitive to that I don't know about. We don't know. We're having fun. You remember that 3-letter word? Fun.
F is for friends who just SpongeBob. Go on.
I need to reset the calendar. That's 0 days without a SpongeBob reference. Here's in the comments, Francis_Maxwell, Twitter, Jason Rubin 91, TYT Sports, all the good stuff.